soon here. The guy's gonna get them made here real quick. Bam! What up, Yang Gang? We're live. Of course, we're back with another fun one. We got some great topics tonight. Thank you, Mia, for what do you call that? Congregating it.
Aggregate.
Aggregate. I can always fuck that word up. Aggregate. But yeah, so we're gonna start off. First thing to talk about is the Kansas City Police Department is defunding their police in a very logical way. Second one is going to be the Ohio State Vax a Million program, where they're going to give away $1 million to 5 people who've been vaccinated. And then the last thing we talk about is the 8th U.S. state reaching critical COVID vaccine population. And if we have time, we'll see about the other stuff. So those are the 3 main ones we're going to talk about. So how you been, Mia? Let's just bullshit for a second here. How you been, man? It's been a nice hot weekend in Michigan.
I've not been well. It's been really, really rough with Tristan's tablet being broken. I've mentioned this before to you. I don't think nobody else knows what's going on.
Right.
I mean, if you follow me on Twitter, maybe you do. But Tristan broke his tablet, and that's also his communication device. So conversations have ground to a halt. Communication has ground to a halt in my household. And it is increasing stress between me and Tristan, and that bounces back and forth until it's between me and the hubby, and his stress between him and Tristan from not being able to communicate correctly, and it's just like,
yeah,
I don't know how, but I'm here and I'm doing this, and that's a place to put my focus other than being upset. So. But I can break into tears at any moment. So if something too sad comes up and I start bawling my eyes out, it probably doesn't have to do with the show itself. Just so people are aware. Like if I get emotional, it's more the shit going on the side than anything.
Life stress. For sure.
How are you though?
Oh man. Well, like we were talking before we went live, man, I'm sore as a dog. Me and my girlfriend went for a really fun little workout up in it's called Mount Baldhead. It's like my people, right? It's a state park up in Saugatuck, Michigan. 315 stairs at a 45-degree angle. It is relentless. And so I jogged up it for a while, then I walked the rest of the way because it's just deadly. And then you get up to the top, you can see the whole lake, and it's a very high elevation. We went down this like sand dune trail all the way to the lake. Well, then you got to walk back up that sand dune and then down 315 stairs. So by the time you get to the bottom, my calves were shaking like crazy. Quads, butt, hamstring, everything is just shot. So I'm really sore today, moving real slow, nice and easy, doing some stretching. But just a beautiful weekend as far as like getting outdoors, and I got to catch up with a friend yesterday, and and one asshole friend, so I left early. I won't say a friend, someone with the high school. She's a fucking pain in my ass, so we left when she got there. I was like, oh god, nope. All right, it's been nice seeing you guys. Don't want no stress in my life. I'm gonna cut you out real quick. Oh man, but glad to get back at it.
Your girlfriend rocked the math shirt, by the way.
Yeah, she rocked the math shirt and Saugatuck for sure. Yeah, man. And she's rocking it, man. I gave her a math shirt. I think I gave her a Yang Gang shirt. Then I gave away the rest of my stuff to people on YouTube and Twitter and stuff a while back when I had all the extra gear. But yeah, man, she's gonna rock that stuff. Got to. Let's see here. Okay.
Math looks good.
It looks good on everybody. All right, you ready to rock and roll? Before 10 p.m. All right. Bam, what up, Yang Gang? Welcome back to the Trickle Up. And once again, me and Mia, of course, on a Sunday night. So what do you got on the low for us tonight, Mia?
Well, tonight we're going to talk about Kansas City and Mayor Quintus Lucas's plan to relocate about 1/5 of the police department's funding. And the department currently receives a little over 25%. It's going to be knocked down to 20%. That's between 42 million and 47 million that is going to be allocated to a special fund that the mayor and city council would have authority over. And possible uses are crime prevention, mental health services, conflict resolution training, or studying the root causes of crime, all of which are significantly better than buying tanks.
I will say this much. The idea of studying what causes crime is a pointless, fruitless endeavor that's been studied to the nubs have worn off. Please don't waste your money on that bullshit. Poverty causes crime.
Yeah, it would be better to just
it increases the likelihood. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was interrupting you.
No, we keep stumbling back and forth. A little slight delay, it gets there. So I'll just have to fuck with the editing a little bit.
But yeah, it would be better placed in, of course, a UBI, because we already know that fights crime because it reduces poverty. And if you were to even go with a BI in areas that were probably affected most by crime, you'd probably see a reduction there almost immediately.
Mm-hmm. So, well, and I do like I do like the idea of hiring more mental health professionals, and doing some de-escalating training. That's logical. That's the whole point of defund the police. Studying what causes crime, I cry bullshit on that one. Just don't bother Kansas City. Don't be stupid. You're gonna wait. It's gonna look corrupt. Is what's gonna happen. Like, oh, who's your buddy studying crime? That's how they kind of launder the money a little bit. Makes me suspicious. But it also says they're actually asking for additional spending of $3 million for a new police academy class about this de-escalation type of stuff too. So, so he's defending his plan, his police reform, and there's a quote there. It said, well, I still feel very proud about our decision. I think we have said it first. The budget is actually increased, and then secondarily, there's more responsibility. The Urban Council and our Black Rainbow and Operation Liberation allies commend Mayor Lucas and the council for taking this bold step to ensure that public safety tax dollars are used to directly address the root causes of violent crime and to make our community safe. And that was a quote from Gwen Grant, president and CEO of the Urban League of something. Lost that part. But yeah.
Oops, that's my bad.
It's all good. And of course the pushback, right? All the pushback. Chief, the police chief, Rick Smith, said a statement. And he says that the plan is reckless. Scared. There's stuff to be scared of, guys. Don't worry. We'll scare you straight, Come on now.
Yeah. I think that another point that's really important to cover here is that, where is that? Okay. The city has had a high homicide rate and seems on track to repeat or exceed that number. A record 180 murders there last year. Increasing the police budget every year has not helped. That's what they've been doing to try and stop this rising homicide rate. It's continued to climb. So Lucas said on Saturday, the answer is not just to do the same thing, shrug your shoulders, give some money, and not ask any questions afterwards. I think it's very clear. So, yeah. Yeah. Definitely not helping to just increase the police budget indefinitely.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's the thing. They should study the effectiveness of policing against crime, not of just what causes crime. What also causes death by policemen is poor training. Let's work there. And it's just kind of one of those things. It's so this is going to be a good pilot program, if you will, to say, hey, this is how you defund the police. This is, the epicenter of a lot of the problems we've had, and they're going to try and address it. So I think it's a good idea to try it out. So you can't keep doing the same thing and expect better results. So you got to change something,
Oh, a terrible quote from somebody awful. Oh, sorry. She, let's see. Councilwoman Heather Howell said Friday that there is already local input with the Kansas City residents who sit on the board of police commissioners, and added, the police department knows how to run that agency. We are not police officers, and we don't know what that means to run the police and protect our city. And we are getting out of our lane, and we shouldn't do that. Isn't that like what governments do?
I love that stay in your lane kind of thing. Come on, man.
It isn't. don't the police answer to the government? Like, isn't it a federally funded and state funded program?
Yep.
Isn't that then your lane? That is your lane.
Our lane is we the people. We the people lane. Uh-oh.
Hit the wrong button. Meant to beat myself.
That's all right. But that's the we the people lane. We the people are in all lanes. All those lanes exist here on us. Like, we have an input. That's why we have a democratic system where we have elected officials to hold people accountable and responsible and do your fucking job type of thing, you know? Tell her, stay in your fucking lane. You're fired. We're going to vote your ass out.
Yeah, if you don't think your lane is taking care of people and making sure that things are functioning efficiently, then somebody else needs to do your job, because that's literally your job.
Yeah. Oh, man. Let's see here. And also, okay. So we have a, her name's Keji, Keji, Akinmoladun. Fuck, guys. She's an organizer in Kansas City. I butchered that name, I'm sure of it. And she organized a protest at the Country Club Plaza in May. And she said that Mayor Lucas wasn't here for us when we needed him, especially during the Black Lives Matter protest. He was only there a few times and said we want to hear what we wanted to hear, but our demands weren't met. You know, and again, talks about the homicide rates are very high. And then Lucas said on Saturday, so the answer is not to just do the same thing, shrug your shoulders like you're saying, but she is saying, where were you? You know, why did it take you 1 year? It's a year later. Last May, he said that shit. This year, he's just now getting around to it. So I understand the critique. But I understand it takes time to write legislation as well. And it's just an excuse, but it is what it is. You know, it's like, this is how slow our fucking government works, which is a problem.
Yeah. It has been for a while. We do not have a system in place for emergency responses to, I suppose, societal emergencies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we have things for emergency responses to hurricanes, but we don't have things for emergency responses to humans going out of control.
And police going out of control. You know, militarized police going out of control. Government going out of control. Let's be honest.
Yeah, there needs to be interventions for when something needs to be stopped right then that we can pull the card on as the people, and there's not.
Right. Yeah, so I like this idea of Kansas City is going to do a program to say, okay, this is defunding the police. This is what it looks like. Let's do it. You know, so we can save more critiques for the future to see what the results look like. Because it's all hearsay until we actually do it. This is why we need it. What's that? Go ahead.
Everything has to start somewhere.
Yep.
My group is totally off.
It's all right. But yeah, so let us know what you guys think about this in the comments section. Are you thumbs up or thumbs down on this plan about defunding the police to hire more medical or mental health professionals, to put the reinvest in the academy training about de-escalation? And then the third one is about researching the root causes of crime, which is pretty much a given. It's always went on. So let us know what you guys think about that in the comments section. And while you're here, of course, give the video a like, hit that subscribe button. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers ASAP, guys. So if you can, really help us out with that. Really need the help there. And ring that notification bell. You get alerts for upcoming videos. And of course, you follow us on Twitter. You also get another notice right before we go live, you know. So thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you guys next time. And like always, gang, gang. Cool. Forgot to turn that off. Forgot to put this up. Oops, there it is. Cool. Test it and see what works. Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying, man. You gotta try something. And we got Shipman Braden. Trickle up, baby. Yeah.
Yay.
And then Sheep Lover Gaming says, do they show what part of the police budget is in the money? That's why I put the link for the article links in here so you guys can read along and see, you know, if you have some more questions from the article, we'll do that too. So I'm actually going to do that to the next one here. Shit, where'd it go? There it is. So we'll copy that. So here's the next article we're covering. Bam. Okay, so yeah, so there's the next article we're covering. It's gonna be about the $1 million lottery. I cannot wait to talk about that one. But first time ever, I gotta go to the bathroom. I drank too much damn water. I'll be right back. I never do this. Shit. Oh, drives me crazy.
I feel like I should say something. UBI, UBI, let's all have a UBI. It'll be great for you and I. I'm very not good on my own. This is why I don't do my own podcast. Let's see. I'd talk to you guys, but I have to go over to YouTube and see if anybody's there.
Oh, that's a first. Damn it. I usually go to the bathroom before we go live, and this time I was working the whole time, man.
That's okay. I terrified your audience in the meantime, I'm sure.
Awesome. So he says, article isn't really breaking down the funds, and it's inconsistent with what the funding goes to. Crime prevention. Yeah, we mentioned that. Yep. Community engagement, outreach, prevention, intervention. Yeah. Just to fund the things the police do anyways. So the idea is, what do cops complain about? We're stressed. We're overworked. Here's the problem. We call cops with guns to places they don't need to be. Right? If someone said, hey, my kid's lost. I can't find my kid. Do you need a cop with a fucking 45? No. You need people. A mental health professional to help calm the parents, stuff like that, right? So we need those allocations for community engagement, outreach, prevention, intervention. That's what that's for. We don't need cops with guns for that. We need cops for guns when someone's life's in danger. There's a safety issue, not for shits and giggles and willy-nilly. So that's the whole point of saying, okay, we'll pay for cops. We're going to pay more money over here. Defunding means take the money away from guns in hands on every scene of every crime. And they're not called out for crimes. Like I'm a physical therapist, guys, in home care. If a patient falls, we dial 911. We get the paramedics come out. And guess who comes? The goddamn cops. But do we need them? No. Now think about if you have a patient or one of my patients has a family there that's kind of not right? Schizophrenic or something, and is really paranoid, schizophrenic, is really manic. Then here comes the cop showing up because their mom fell down or some shit. Then that person gets out of control and kind of aggressive. They get on the fucking ground. They'll wind up shooting that son bitch when we're there to help his mom get off the floor. That's the shit I see.
I get really upset whenever I see a cop knocking on our door because I know that Tristan can't respond to orders.
Well, they've killed mentally ill people. They've murdered people. And I think it was Washington, D.C. There's a homeless man who was schizophrenic or whatnot. And they're walking up with 6-7 dudes with their fucking shit drawn. And they're like, you got to get out of here. And he's not right in the head, man. He's really he's like Alpha's rocker. Paranoid, schizophrenic, and really aggressive. He has all his shit at this like bus stop thingy, like a little bench, with the little covering, just to cover from the weather. He's like, y'all get the fuck out of here. And they're like, get up, don't move, don't wave your hands around, put your hands above your head. Like, fuck all you guys. Da-da-da. They executed him.
I think they even asked him, what are you going to do? Shoot me?
Yeah. They said, stop reaching for your thing. He's like, y'all want me to get my shit up? And he kept being fidgety. And they shot him like 20 fucking times, man. You could have a mental health professional because, hey, man, I know it's a big time. Let's get some services out there to help him move his shit and get him in a safe place, not shoot him for not following orders. I can only imagine how scared you are if something happened with Tristan. He gets out there and they're not going to fucking understand what's going on. They're going to be like, get on the ground, put your hands up, don't reach for your pockets. You know what I mean? That's dangerous, man. I can only imagine.
It's a legitimate fear we've had. We have gone through town though and gotten his picture and some extra information on him. So hopefully, but it's not like they're showing that to their officers every day and making sure that everybody's really, really aware of Tristan. It's just a file in their office.
Right. And you're in a pretty good sized city. For up north, it's the biggest city. Next to Trappers. But yeah, it's wild. So yeah, guys, so we're gonna move on to this article here. It's by News 5 in Cleveland. It's about the Vax-A-Million program and how the Republicans are gonna try and stop it, you motherfuckers. Anyway. All right. Bam, what up, Yang Gang? Welcome back to the low. What's next on the oh, fuck you, boys. All right. Sausage is being made improperly right now. Bam, what up, Yang Gang? Welcome back to the Trickle. What do you got on the low for us next, Mia?
Today we're going to be talking about the Ohio legislation is seeking to stop the Vax-A-Million program with the drawing only days away. It's a program that Governor Mike DeWine first announced last week. And the idea is that 5 Ohioans are going to be, who have been at, my turn. The idea is that 5 Ohioans who have been vaccinated against COVID can win $1 million through a new vaccine lottery program. Hundreds of thousands of people have already signed up, and the prize money will come from federal relief funds that have already been allocated to the Ohio Department of Health. It'll begin on May 26th and includes 5 weekly drawings of $1 million prizes. The participants had to be at least 18 years old and have received at least their first dose of the Pfizer, BioNTech, Moderna, or Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccines. And there is a separate lottery program for those between ages 12 and 17, with the teenage winners receiving a full ride scholarship to any Ohio college or university.
Okay.
And on top of all that, there is early evidence that vaccinations have upwards since that announcement. Surprise, surprise. So it's effective. So effective, 2 other states have decided to introduce their own version of a vaccine lottery. And yet State Representative Jenna Powell is drafting legislation that would prevent the state from administering any vaccine lottery program ever.
Yeah. It says legislators from both parties have condemned the idea as an ill-conceived waste of fuck you, boys. Legislators from both political parties have condemned the idea as an ill-conceived waste of taxpayer money. Oh, that's good shit. So this is from Minority House Leader Amelia Strong Sykes, Democrat of Akron, Ohio. This is her, I quote her, using millions of dollars in relief funds in a drawing is a grave misuse of money that could be going to respond to this ongoing crisis. Ohioans deserve better than this. I do hope people continue to get the vaccine and help our state reach herd immunity so our economy and way of life thrive again. So we have Republicans and Democrats bitching because the money won't go where they say so. But you're not the governor, bruh. The governor is the president of your state. If that helps people figure that out. You're there to represent and to write legislation. But if this incentivizes herd immunity in a backwards ass state like Ohio, I'm a Michigan guy, so fuck Ohio. Fuck Ohio State University. Go blue. I had to get that in there. I'll probably edit that out. But just want to say it live at least. But yeah, in Ohio, that is a deeply red conspiratorial background, just hardcore red for not forever, but for recent history. And so how can they say it's okay to take the relief money, the whole point is to get people vaccinated, incentivize good behavior. $1 million is some serious incentive. It takes millions to fix the problem. Well, how about just 5 million and it's over? Yeah. And I love the idea of the 12 to 17
I also really love that they, pardon me. I really love that they made something specifically for kids too. So that way, you know, it's usually something that's left out is
the kids, man.
Yeah. And those scholarships are going to mean a lot to some people. I understand that it's not like to everybody, but
yeah,
you can't do everybody, and it's getting vaccination rates up.
Mm-hmm. Well, and we have some people in the comment section. Carnage says, same here in Utah. No gambling, so no lottery ticket. The state couldn't possibly condone drinking, so not shot for a shot. Definitely no marijuana allowed. So, yeah, exactly. They're not. Utah is pretty close-minded. Very, very conservative with the Mormon ideology. They can't even, like, drink caffeine. So, what the hell are they going to do with marijuana? And then we have Bobby here. He says, this $5 million would probably get more people vaccinated than any other use of money. Exactly. Think how cost effective this is. Here's again, carrot versus a stick. This is a carrot method. The carrot works. Here's $1 million people. There's $1 million drawings, and their entire state's eligible over 18. You get vaccinated, you provide your documentation, you enter the lottery. Bam. Who knows how many people have signed up? And then you have the 12 to 17-year-olds in middle school and high school, a free education. I mean, come on. This is a no-brainer. It doesn't list what other states did in an article. It just says I think it said 3 other states signed up for this. 2 other states. You know, it sure the hell ain't going to be in Utah, but maybe Vegas. But yeah, I like the idea of a carrot versus a stick here, where they're like, hey, man, we're going to have 5 happy sons of bitches, you know, and some happy high school and college kids going to college. You know, I love it.
Would you like to hear a little bit of fun information about Stick Ladies counties?
Whose counties?
Stick Lady.
Who's Stick Lady? Which one is that?
Like, who would rather use the stick than the carrot?
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Powell represents Drake and Miami counties in the Ohio House of Representatives 80th District. Both counties lag behind the statewide vaccination rate. As of Friday, nearly 44% of Ohioans had received at least 1 dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. Just 29% of those in Darke County had received one, along with 36% in Miami County. So when she says Ohioans don't want giveaways to mask DeWine's horrible policy for the past year, they want freedom, what she really means is hundreds of thousands of Ohioans signed up for this, but I think that I know better.
I know everything. You elected me because I'm smarter than all of you motherfuckers. Come on, man.
She cannot back it up with the statistics.
Cite your sources there, Stick Lady. Yeah, again, the carrot's way better than the stick. I'm gonna look up I'm gonna look that up real quick because I want to really let me see states with vaccine lotteries. Oops. Okay, so this is from 3 days ago. So Ohio is 1. Oh, New York. Okay, so Ohio, New York, and Maryland. Those are the other 2 states. So yeah, Maryland isn't a huge state, but New York's a pretty damn big state. So New York, Ohio, and Maryland are all doing this. I love it. I wonder how much Republican pushback you get from the other 2 states. We'll have to look into that for later. But yeah, again, the carrot is way better than the stick. You want to incentivize good behaviors. We have Vaughn here. He says, does anyone think that UBI will be incentivizing good behavior and feeling towards the government and the economy? Absolutely. Of course it will. Carnage says, I thought Colorado was doing a joint for a shot. You know what? That'd be interesting. I'm going to look that up, Carnage. Maybe it's just Denver. I'll say, okay, let me look that up.
While you're looking that up, I'm going to mention a few more things about this here.
Yeah, go ahead.
State Representative Haraz Genbari of Perrysburg issued a statement calling for additional accountability from the Ohio General Assembly. And bills normally require a 3-month waiting period until being enacted. Powell's legislation includes an emergency clause for it to go into effect immediately, but it's a long shot. It's unlikely this will stop the Vax-A-Million program, considering it's starting in 2 days, 3 days, something like that.
3 days, yep. Yeah, so I can't find the place, the weed giveaway. Oh, it's a New York. Yeah, New York City has a weed giveaway for vaccines. 420 per day, of course. Huh. Interesting.
New York really wants people to vax up. They're just taking every method they can find.
Well, and they also just passed medical or recreational marijuana in their state. And so this is a win-win. Oops. Yeah, so let's see. Is there anything else left in the article? That's everything right there in that article, right? Yeah.
Everything important. We covered it.
Yeah. So let us know what you guys think about this lottery program in Ohio. Would you like to see it in your own state? And if so, you should probably contact your governor and your representatives and your all your state legislators. Trickle up good ideas to your leaders and let them know, hey, you guys still got some money left over? You should probably give it away to incentivize more vaccines. Period. It makes sense. 5 $1 million winners. There are going to be some happy sons of bitches in Ohio and Maryland and New York. Come on to Michigan, please. I got vaccinated in January. I'd love to. Actually, I'd rather someone else win, honestly. But $1 million was hard to pass that up. I'll just help a lot of people. How about that? But I think it should be in more states.
Absolutely. My only fear is that the people who win it don't need it and then don't share it. But somebody like you winning it would be great.
Well, I think, imagine, wrong button, Mia. That's
okay. Right button. I had to sneeze and I did not want to do it.
Oh, I see. And so we have another comment here. Said, I wonder how different things would be if instead of 5 winners with $1 million, we do something like 5,000 people get $1,000. That's actually true too. You know, make it more widespread.
That would kind of make it more of a raffle.
Yeah, but a lottery is a lottery. When a lottery is $1 million, a whole bunch of people buy tickets. You know what I'm saying? Not like scratch offs in a gas station. This is a fucking lottery, big bucks. But either way, it's still I think that's a good idea too. The first 5,000 people get $1,000. Bang, bang, bang. Which would be a problem because they'd probably put it in the richest neighborhoods first, and that'd be a fucking problem. But it'd be
you'd want to do it right up.
Yeah, and in the poorest neighborhoods, it'd probably make the biggest difference.
Yeah. It would still need to be like randomized a bit more. Like you wouldn't want to do the first 5,000 people because anybody who had advantage to get there first would.
Right. That's what I mean. It benefits people with resources to get theirs first. Right. But somewhere in there lies the truth. Yeah. But yeah, guys, let us know what you think about this. Do you like the idea of a lottery program to incentivize, herd immunity with the vaccines? Give us thumbs up, thumbs down. Let us know what you think. And while you're here, of course, give the video a like, hit the subscribe button, share it with others. That'd be cool. Help us get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours so we can monetize this crap and help pay for all the junk I got to pay for when it comes right down to it. But yeah, guys, thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys next time. And like always, gang, gang. Bam, there it is. Cool, cool, cool. So then 8 states. Speaking of herd immunity, that ties right into our next one. So next one to talk about, guys, is the herd. The 8 states have the reached 70% herd immunity. So yeah, we're going to talk about this one. Stuff in Texas is still there. What's the other one here? More Texas stuff. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, so we'll get through one more. We'll actually get done at a decent time tonight, too. This is nice. All right. Okay. Bam. What up, Yang Gang? Welcome back to the Trickle Up. What's next up on the low for us tonight, Mia?
Tonight, we're going to talk about the 8th state to reach a critical COVID-19 vaccination milestone, Rhode Island. Rhode Island is now the 8th state to have administered at least one COVID-19 shot to 70% of its adult population. No. I'm sorry. I said that completely wrong and my brain stopped for a second.
Fair enough. You start over the Rhode Island part, I guess.
Yeah. Rhode Island is now the 8th state to have administered at least one COVID-19 shot to 70% of its adult population. The state joins Connecticut, Hawaii, Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New Jersey, and Vermont, which have vaccinated at least 70% of their adult population. The goal set by the Joe Biden administration is for that same thing to happen for all American adults by July 4th. And so far, more than 61% of U.S. adults have gotten at least one COVID-19 shot. So,
well, he's set himself up for success by putting it July 4th. Got a little patriot bullshit involved in there too. It works. Same thing with 9/11 thing about the military. It makes sense. So I think what he wants to do on July 4th, say the country's back open for business, which is a genius marketing standpoint. Again, Biden surprised me, man. And so July 4th, what's it now? The end of May. So it's 6 more weeks to get 9% more, which I just think he's going to do. Setting himself up for success. So far, 61%. It's not bad. 49% have been fully vaccinated, like myself. And it says that nearly 41% of the total U.S. population has gotten one shot, and 39% is fully vaccinated. It says the average daily pace of COVID-19 vaccinations was down almost 50% from its April peak. So I don't have the numbers to really project that out, like if it's half is what it was. I know my youngest, my 2 boys got it, and I think my daughters are scheduled for next week at the last week of school. Mia, have you been vaccinated? Your family been vaccinated yet?
We have not, mostly due to transportation issues. And, another issue is making sure that Tristan's probably not going to get vaccinated straight up. He's not going to tolerate it. He won't wear the masks, so he can't, really go out and socialize during this entire thing. It's unfortunate.
What about a home care service? We do it at home care down here.
I have asked about that, and I've been asking about that. My insurance is being jerks about it. Either that or my doctor's jerking me around. I don't know which one it is.
Yeah, I don't know. But they got to be able to help people that are homebound. That's what I work with, is nothing but homebound, But yeah, I'd like to see you guys get that, man. That'd be great. So when you do go out, you're not at risk.
Yeah, I've been requesting it from my pediatrician for a couple weeks now. The last time we went to the doctor's office, it was really bad. Tristan tried to run away from the doctor's office 5 times. Nobody helped me as he ran straight out the door. He was screaming the entire way. He ran his fingers across the walls and was leaving trails of blood because of how upset he was trying to get out of there. Wandered into the parking lot. I don't have a car, so he starts going down the road and I have to try and herd him back. And like 5 times this happens. And my doctor still hasn't called me back when I said, hey, I can't do this anymore. It's not safe for him.
Mm-hmm.
Let alone, it's no longer about convenient for me. At this stage, This is a danger to him.
Mm-hmm.
I need some other method, and I have not gotten a call back. And it's a very frustrating situation.
God dang, man. You need better programs for stuff like this. Yeah, and your little guys, your guy's a big boy too, and when he gets moving, watch out.
Yeah, he's gotten bigger during COVID too. Like I said, since he can't mask, he can't go places.
Mm-hmm.
I can't trust him not to walk up to a stranger and just breathe right in their face.
Mm-hmm.
And
vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Vice versa. Hell yeah. But yeah, I think we need to bridge those gaps, man. Carnage says here we have mobile vaccine clinics here in Utah, but out in the more rural areas. Yeah. That's why we have home care here, where we have nurses that go out home to home and offer the shots to our patients. I have to just ask my patient, hey, at the time it was, if you're are you over 50? Yes. Then, okay, you can get the vaccine. Do you want it? Yes or no? And then we had to make a phone call and da-da-da, because most of them don't like their iPhones or whatever. We had to help them fill out all that paperwork. I just usually just do it from my own damn phone. I was like, forget it. I'll just do it from my own phone. So I don't want to touch anybody else's phones. Those are kind of gross. They touch your face all day and your fingers. So I would always just do it from my own phone. Another comment is, what's that?
Probably for the best.
Yeah, I just, rather just touch my own phone. So I'm hoping that this is a good trajectory. So July 4th, Biden's going to come out and do his little patriotic fucking dance, This is America. We can do what we set our mind to. And listen here, Jack. Hey, here's the deal. And then, his whole pitch. And we'll get everything open back up or whatever. But, this is what we're waiting for, is herd immunity. This could have been done last year this time. That's what really pisses me off. If we'd have done the, what's that act called where they change the factories over to do things for the military type of things? I can't remember what it's called, but it's a protocol they have. Say, okay, you're converting everything to COVID now. Bam, you're making when the vaccines are made, they're made. So this wasn't really possible last year, technically, but just shut it down. Because they had the vaccines rolling out back in December. They started getting the things out in November, December. And it was slow going. But, Biden's delivered on what he's promised. I'm happy about it. I can't wait to see this country get back open in the state. I am sick and tired of wearing a mask. Holy shit, am I tired of it. Especially now it's getting hot, man. I go into a patient's house, I get out, and it's a sweat ring around my nose and my whole face just sweating. My entire face. Thank you, Carnage. Defense Production Act. Yes, that's it. That Biden had used a little bit of it too. But yeah, so let us know what you guys think about this. Is there another way? There other states have done what they can. Ohio and 2 other states are doing. Massachusetts and New York are doing the lottery program and a scholarship program. I think the idea of a scholarship program makes a lot of sense. You get like community college for free if you get your vaccine. Sounds like a good idea. So I might actually have to write an email to our governor. Hey, man, you can't get these bastards to get on board with free college and then do it yourself in your own state. Anyway, but it would incentivize good behavior. Again, carrot. Leave that stick alone.
I'm starting to have problems with the carrot analogy, though. Can we change it to cake?
Yeah, I don't like carrots. Yeah, cake or a stick fry. I like that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of carrots either. I don't like roots.
I like them if they're cooked in a lot of butter and like brown sugar, but then they're not really carrots anymore. They're more like dessert.
The only time I really eat carrots is if I make a what do you call it? A pot stew or beef pot. What do you call that? A pot roast. There you go. if I make a pot roast, I'll put chopped up carrots and potatoes in there. That's okay.
Again, it starts tasting more like meat than like carrot, though.
What about carrot cake?
I'll do carrot cake.
That's a win. See, Carnage is in here for real, man. She comes in with some fucking ringers, man. I like it.
Also, I've tried carrot souffle before. That's pretty good.
Carrot what?
Carrot souffle. It's actually pretty good. It's like
sounds a little
it tastes
bougie.
like sweet potatoes. It just tastes like sweet potatoes.
Okay, I like sweet potatoes. I can get down with that. And Carnage has the quote here. Patriot bullshit is the quote of the night. Let's talk about Joe Biden. July 4th. Oh, yeah. The thing is again, carrot cake versus the stick. The stick version is you better if you take a knee, we're going to get you fired. Fire his ass for protesting. And the carrot cake version is, hey, man, inspire people to stand up for a flag. Do good things. Like I was talking to someone earlier about this. I'm not buying an American flag until we have universal basic income. There's no more homeless people, and there's no more people living in poverty.
I have a big problem personally, entirely with the idea of like flags are nonsense to me in general. The idea that your nation is more important in any way than like yourself as a human being.
Yeah.
That's the thing that I don't, it makes me, particularly since we've had like some really crazies on the patriotic end waving their flags around. It makes it like, I don't want to come off like that, man.
Well, no to me, the idea of a flag is a Stone Age mentality. You know, we create a new man-made boundary and we attach a piece of fabric to it that says, this is my people, this is my tribe. It's tribalism. Democrat, Republican, left, right, front, back, center. I don't give a shit. Humans. That's what we are. And yeah, what are you going to do?
I don't want to be proud of being an American. I want to be proud of being a person who lives in a country that cares about its people.
Mm-hmm. Well, think about this. We're the only country that makes their flags outside the country. The irony, right? Every other country makes their own flags, man. Now, I could be wrong. They could all be made in Taiwan for all I know.
I have no idea. I would assume that everybody's flag has at least a few knockoffs on Amazon.
Oh, it's possible for sure. But our flag is pretty eccentric. Like all the stars and the stripes and all that bullshit. Most countries have 3 colors. It's not like rocket science. You know? It's not fucking fancy. We got to have all the we're the bedazzlers of the world of flags, you know? Look at us. We have 50. Haha. Whatever.
I just want to replace it with a dragon. Can we just do that? It'd be so cool. Like
it's more like just a middle finger to the world is more like it.
One of those dragon t-shirts you see in a bar or something though on a guy like who like
the Ed Hardy jeans and shit. The jeans, the Ed Hardy shit. A koi fish and a panther and a yin yang sign. That'd make about sense.
That's so American.
But for me, I'm not buying a flag until I think it's worth my money. And right now, I don't think it's worth my money. I'm not proud of what we do. I'm not a patriot because I served in the military. I think I'm a patriot because I do the best I can with my family, my community. And I did serve in the military honorably. And I'm thankful I didn't have to kill anybody or get shot at. So that's as far as it goes for me. But yeah, we need more carrot cakes and a lot less sticks. Period. I'm gonna keep the carrot cake thing going.
I like it.
Carnage says dragons for sure.
That would be a way better flag, and I could get behind that. I could get behind a fire-breathing dragon looking awesome hanging off of my house.
Across Canada showed up for the first time in a while. Nice. It's been a minute up there. And they got maple leaves. That makes sense, you know? A white flag with a red maple leaf. Simple. Not 50 stars and 13 stripes. And why is there 13 stripes? Think about why that is. 13 colonies. Really? Like, what are we doing here? Why? It just, I don't know. I'm baffled by the whole flag idea. Like, we should have Puerto Rico. We should add other places if they choose to be part of the United States. Like, Puerto Rico should have the option to say, no thanks. You guys are kind of fucked up, you know? And I wouldn't blame them. But I think it's their best interest economically because they're actually born American citizens. They don't get all their rights, so they move to the state side, you know? But yeah, Puerto Rico and what was the other one? Puerto Rico. There's one. What's that?
Statehood.
Oh, in DC, that's right. So what would the flag look like with 52 stars? Should we rethink it? Now, to me, there should be no stripes. It should just be 52 stars. That's it. With the United States, 52 states united on one flag. Why 13 stripes? Why are you looking back at the past? We're the 13 states and we're those colonies and we stood up against them because of taxation and tea. Yeah, for sure. Guam, American Samoa, definitely the American, what was it called? The Virgin Islands? Is that the British Virgin Islands? It's the British Virgin Islands. And then the Bahamas. Yeah. I gained $250,000 with crypto since last I saw you. Busy in stock. Holy shit. Well, didn't it just drop in half? Because my crypto just dropped in half. I lost 50% on Bitcoin in the last 2 weeks. That hurt. Uh-oh, looks like Mia's Wi-Fi is starting to pixelate on us. We better shut up and get it done.
Yeah, it's 5 minutes till 10, you know.
Yeah. Okay, let me wrap it up then. Let us know what you guys think about that in the comments section. While you're here, give the video a like, hit the subscribe button if you've done it before, ring notification bells for alerts from upcoming videos. And thanks for joining us. See you guys next time. And like always, yang gang. Cool. All right, so that's done.
Okay. Now, before I do go, please.
Not cash out. If I had more money to buy more right now, I would, but I just don't. Because it's bottomed out. It's going to bounce now. But go ahead, Mia. Sorry.
Oh, that's a good discussion. I wish I had more to say on it. I don't have any money in stocks. If I had money right now, they'd be going towards an iPad. So,
yeah.
But what I was going to say was, please hit me up with a schedule date for the person I discussed with you beforehand.
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
I can do it Tuesday evening. Yep, Tuesday evening.
And I will set him up to come talk to you, and you guys can see if things can be worked out. Because
absolutely,
you need some more help with that video editing.
Yeah, it takes some time. That's for sure.
Particularly if we're going to be getting more people on and getting more going on.
Well, yeah, we're gonna get more frequent. Just so you guys know, if you guys haven't been there before, what's it called again? Okay, so now I'm an approved content creator on Fireside. There's less than 1,000 right now total. So that's a huge advantage to be early. So on Fireside, I think on Tuesday, I might do my first podcast there. And just make sure you go to Fireside. If you guys want to download it, I could put the links in there or something. You can hit me up on DM. And then tomorrow night, we have another live stream at 9 p.m. Eastern with 3 people through Twitter Spaces talking about the future of the attention economy. So, and then Thursday, we have another live stream with the TikTok activists. So, and then we're going to have a UBI thing going on soon, guys. We got some good stuff coming down the pike for us. Are we supposed to meet up about that on Monday too? Tomorrow?
I believe tomorrow at 6:30 Eastern time on Clubhouse. We're going to be doing something with income movement.
Yes. Yep. So guys, go check that out, man. We'll be sharing that. We'll both be tweeting it out. But tomorrow at 6:30 Eastern, we're gonna be on what's that called? The other one? Clubhouse. I can't remember all these fucking places. But we'll be on Clubhouse with the UBI movement or the basic income movement, right? Yep. Yeah. And we'll be doing stuff over there too, man. So we're trying to get shit done, guys. But yeah, guys, thanks for joining us, man. We're gonna peace out, and I'm gonna go take a shower and hit the hay and do some video editing and all that good stuff. So, oh yeah, we're definitely gonna be talking about that July 1st. Is it July 1st? June 1st. June 1st.
June 1st. You're right.
June 1st is next Tuesday. We'll be talking about that on the 31st, next Monday. Or next Sunday, 30th. We'll talk about that for sure. Yeah, definitely. Well, all right, guys. Thanks for joining me again, Mia. All right, we'll see you guys later. We're gonna kick rocks and blow bubbles, man.